Okay, so you guys are traveling with Core, um, and you guys have now traveled for a little bit of time. He knows all the safest routes,
Right.
and he knows how to get there without being seen.
Right. Just like the whole traveling thing.
Not too different from a rogue. And he's just kind of, he's riding on this goat, and it's a pretty big goat. And you all, you're halfling, so you could fit on there too, and you could, but it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
It's not a two-man goat. It's like a man and a halfling goat, but two men.
Two men, one goat, no.
A little bit awkward.
So, Core, how long have you been in these lands?
I exiled myself about 5 years ago. Thought living with people was getting to be kind of annoying. And I really enjoyed the challenge of living out on the land, slaying these beasts, and preparing the most delicious dishes that anyone's ever known. Every once in a while I will bring some of the food I make to the dwarves, and they adore it, but their palates aren't too difficult to please. But I wouldn't live with dwarves. They're more stubborn than old Isabel here.
Is it nighttime at this point?
It's not nighttime.
If me and Ryan still need to go do that whole
But it's like
teleporting.
dusk.
Have you ever been
We
caught?
can do that before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
No. Never. Otherwise I wouldn't be alive to tell the tale.
Speaking of which, you claim that you have defeated one or two Dragonborn. Earlier you said.
Yes.
May I ask, what got you into those situations?
You may ask.
What got you into those situations?
Yes. They wanted to fight. I wanted a meal. I got a meal.
Simple enough.
Fair enough.
How did you learn of where they live?
I began tracking their people after I exiled myself. Once I found out Balzar was dead, I didn't think there was any purpose for me. I made it my life goal to slay that dragon and devour it and take every part of it to create an incredible dish. I wouldn't have wasted a single part of that dragon. But
little dragons.
by the time I got the nerve to fight him myself, all was left were slaughtered pieces on the ground. And that was the time where I met a couple of Dragonborn. And that's when they wanted to fight, because they thought I killed him.
So, another question I wanted to ask you. Why do these dwarves send people this way? And are we not the only ones that have passed through?
No, the dwarves have never sent anyone this way. You're the first. I've heard already. You all saved them, or what have you. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. But I don't have anything else to do. And I could always use another fillet of dragon.
So, how far out do you think we are from the Dragonborn?
It's about a 2-day journey from here.
Shall we set up a base as soon as it hit night?
No. No, not here. We'll need to travel a little further out. In about another hour or so, if we keep traveling in this direction, we'll find a clearing, an area where we can make camp. But we'll have to take turns, and who keeps watch. The beasts around here are relatively feral
I understand.
and brutal.
They gonna breed you.
Oh, it's your master. Say something. Ask some questions or some shit.
We're gonna map this
This is your journey.
This is your journey. This is more like my journey than your journey.
So, the feral creatures in the clearing, are they strong or are they just
Oh.
weak?
Did you just ask me if they were strong or weak?
Oh,
Yes.
what a stupid question.
Well, if they were weak, I would worry about them, so they're not weak. They're the opposite of weak.
That's cool.
Mega
I
weak.
meant good questions. Not
You're pressuring me.
I'm not pressuring you or anything. I'm just
Why
But-
don't you ask him how long he's been cooking?
How long have you been
Preparing meals.
preparing meals?
Well, I was taught by my father when I was a child. My father went out on a hunt, and he told me dragon is the finest meat. So he went out to try to find a dragon, and I never saw him again.
What if there's better meat you just never seen?
Hold on. Let's see where this goes.
There are plenty of delicacies. There exists a bull that creates the most savory steaks. The only catch is you have to fillet the bull while he's alive.
What?
Fireball.
If
But
I'm-
dragons, though, they're not particularly the tastiest. But I have an obsession. My obsession is to slay and eat as many of their kind as possible. I don't know what it is. Once I got the taste of one, I couldn't get over it. I became obsessed. But they are delicious. The Dragonborn aren't as delicious as actual dragons, but they're a fine substitute.
let's see.
What about you? What is the prince doing out here?
I come from a kingdom who had a corrupted king, who was my father. I was imprisoned in a dungeon for decades due to my opinions on his misuse of power. One day I was freed and I retrieved a magical bow from our armory, and I have come to run across Scarron and his party. With their help, I was able to escape. I killed my father and brought peace upon the land. And now I owe them my life.
Wow. And you? Why do you journey here? Why do you do anything?
Well, very long time ago, very long, I used to just live in this small little halfling village until goblins attacked and we were separated from our lives. We were trying to fight them, we beat them. After we beat them, we had some peace. Then the Dragonborn popped up and threatened to destroy our village. So, we're trying to make peace across the land and unite against the Dragonborn.
It's a noble cause. I've lived on my own for so long. being around people takes some getting used to. But that's why I like Isabel. Because Isabel doesn't talk much. Meh. Every once in a while she does that. But you live off the meat of the land and goat's milk, and you can do just fine. Would you like some?
I'd be open to try some.
Sure. Alright, he has like a bottle and he hands it over to you.
I'd take a sip of it.
Alright, give me a fortitude save.
And I'm dead. I roll D20, right?
Yeah.
Some people like those.
17, 42, 42.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Oh, here it is. So 17 plus 8. 17.
You drink it. You drink it and
It's beautiful.
it has a weird taste to it. You almost feel like you want to puke, but you don't.
Alright, I'm gonna take a sip. Just
Has a very
Pungent.
unorthodox flavor to it.
I want to take the bottle.
Alright, you take a sip too. Fortitude save.
13.
18.
Yeah, you notice the same thing. But you don't hate it. You actually think the taste is actually pretty good.
Not bad.
You like it?
It's pretty good.
Here, have some more.
Okay, I'll drink some more. Did you
What
roll
about
again?
it? Yeah.
14.
Alright, this time you kind of drank a little bit too much too quickly, so you have to stop and puke a little bit.
If you don't mind me asking, was that really goat's milk?
A little bit of it was goat's milk, a little bit could have been something else.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spit out the good.
Something else as in...
Okay. I practice a really ancient form of self-purification.
Yeah, I'm just scratching my tongue.
Ah,
It involves consuming one's own urine.
I see. I'm
I
glad
usually mix it with the goat's milk to kind of take the little bit of the edge off the flavor. You get used to it after a while.
I see.
Yeah, you are puking.
I'm glad I only took one sip.
Would you like some more?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I heard that.
He just drinks like go, 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 go.
Yep.
They're talking about.
You
What
think
do you
sports
have
you
something
say
cool as I forget the dude's name.
Collapses on the road.
Please cast it.
Ugh. Man. That probably needs a little bit more goat's milk and a little less pee.
Woody Harrelson's face just screams creepy.
Or double that.
I haven't seen him.
This guy is a weirdo.
Very,
It's on
some
Netflix.
Bear
I
Grylls
like
type of
it.
shit.
Yeah. He's very much Bear Grylls.
This weekend, hopefully, I got a list of movies I need to get to
It's
watch.
so
If not,
That would
if you're
be
not
funny.
trading cliches
So-
with me, I might kidnap you.
Maybe obvious, but I'm
Okay.
assuming
Just
you
the only
come
warning
from
you're getting.
the human
Give
kingdom.
y'all like, oh, I'm about to watch the kids for the afternoon.
humans don't have
And then you give them horror form.
The humans don't have enough organization to create a kingdom. The humans have a mayor, and then they have a few cities, and a few of those cities have mayors, and then there is a leader of all of these cities, and he calls himself the commander.
Interesting.
Sounds very confusing.
It's very political. Humans are very political. Most of everything that they do is run by their military, their army.
I
They
see.
value their strength in fighting more than anything.
Well, we reached peace with these people. Because we are well aware that there is a war between the humans and the orcs.
Well, your father has made a bit of a mess of the relations with the elves and humans, so that will take some work. But who's in charge now?
That would be my sister. My oldest sister is in charge.
Well, on the way to the Dragonborn, we have to pass the Elvish Kingdom. Would you like to stop by?
I would like to stop by, yes.
Oh shit, we can meet him there.
Well done. Alright. It'll only take us, well, I hate to say it, if you want to get there on a good time, we'll have to keep journeying on through the night.
You guys could meet us there and we could help you out on your journey if you like.
We don't know how to come.
No, we're gonna go back to our kingdom, the Garden of Glory, and then I'm gonna get my sword and he's gonna do whatever he wants there. Then we're gonna use my teleportation and get to the Elven Kingdom, because he wants to get his ring. So we can meet you guys at the Elven Kingdom.
You know what?
Only problem is him, although you can just pick up, him and Lily can just book it back
Don't we
over
have
there.
a straight up portal in the tree that would go?
He does, but it can only use it once a day. So that's why
Oh wait, you're using it, aren't you?
I'm using my teleportation because I get them back the next day, and so we're gonna be sleeping.
So
So
do I.
exactly. Well,
Alright.
think-
yeah, it is definitely.
What do you think?
I believe that we should still attempt to journey on. My people there will help us with rations, bedding, clerics, and supplies.
All of a sudden you notice like this weird smell.
What's that smell?
What?
Look.
Can I use perception? Or
Sure.
Try that.
4 plus 19.
You don't know what it is. You've never smelled something like this. And it's now the more time goes by, it smells like really bad.
30.
It's him.
It's him?
It's the guy.
Oh.
He smells really bad. Like, what do you mean? What smell? Well, I don't smell anything.
Oh, never mind. We don't smell anything.
I see.
We don't have to bluff for that.
You have to bluff. Now that you told me.
Javen, you got a message. You know that?
That's feet. I can only do it hundreds of feet away.
I'm right next to you.
You're right.
Well, you have to whisper to do it. So either way.
Alright, that's fine.
How many times
You
just
know.
snapped? Okay, just go ahead.
The Elven Kingdom is known for having.
That's 18 plus 21.
Alright, he doesn't think anything of it.
You know,
He thinks it's
the
a
Elven
mosquito.
Kingdom
Yeah.
is considered to have the most exquisite toiletries in all of the kingdom.
He looks at you and he says, "Why the fuck would I need a toilet for?" He just kind of jumps off the goat
Oh god.
and
You guys met a fucking hermit.
he just like he whips out his thing and he pees on the ground.
Ah,
I'm going to take what's
This
up in
is
my
my
cookbook,
toilet.
the paper, and shove it into my nose.
The
I'm gonna give him some paper too.
whole world is my toilet.
Disgusting.
That's good to know.
Very nice.
Well, if we are taking a trip to the Elven Kingdom, how far do you may think that will be from here?
I already told you, if we travel through the night, we'll get there by morning.
Okay. Shall we look out for certain creatures that roam around here at night?
Ah, don't worry, Elduin, I'll protect you.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, you're the expert in these lands, I suppose.
Do you guys plan to sleep on Isabel? Because you're gonna need rest.
I think we'll take shifts. If you want to sleep first, and I'll keep watch around.
No, you all can't sleep. We have to journey onward together. You have to stay awake up through the night.
Do you guys just want to sleep at the kingdom and
Of
we meet
course.
you there?
Well,
Yeah, that's
sometimes I like to
that's what we're
just
gonna
sit
do.
there with my eyes closed, even though I am
He's asleep.
awake.
He's asleep.
He looks at you
actually
like,
really
that's the
cool."
spirit.
Exactly.
Now, you can keep your eyes closed, but don't sleep on me, either of you.
Of course not.
Okay.
I'm literally standing. I can't go to sleep, bro. If I do, it's gonna be a really uncomfortable position.
We'll have to be careful. It gets kind of cold around here at night, so we may have to huddle up for warmth.
See,
No, I have a
It's so
bedroll.
cold.
I'm gonna take it out of my bag.
Like, that looks
Damn, they
that
really
looks
top
really
it all
comfortable.
from.
Yep, they went through
Yes,
it.
you can have it.
Used healing
Take
list from Mr. Fantastic.
All for you.
Thank you.
That-
I've
that's
never had
clever.
one of these
I was
before.
like, holy
You can have it.
Yeah. That's it.
Puts it
That's
on his
cool.
back. It's great.
That I think. Yeah.
This will make a great pillow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a giant chug of water.
This is so
And,
fucking in-depth.
eat some of
There's
the
a bunch
ration.
of them.
He
So
offers
good,
you
bro.
the milk.
Oh,
Urine again.
Oh no, please. I'm
Look at
the
those
guest.
eyes.
I shouldn't accept.
But you are the guest, and that's why you should accept. You should be
Scholars?
obliged to.
My apprentice should have another drink.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Can I try to like sleight of hand?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
What are you doing?
No, he's
He's
trying
like,
to.
he's looking
I'm
at
taking
you, so
a
you have
chug
to-
of
you have to be
water,
really good.
and he's like, "Hey, do you want some more of the
9
milk?"
plus 22, that's 31.
Okay, good, because you needed a 30, because he's looking like dead ass at you while you're doing it. So somehow
Ooh,
you're
that capsule.
able to drink it,
This
and
shit
you let
was
it
good.
spill out without like getting any in your mouth.
Yeah.
Now you have some. Eldon.
Yeah, please, you're traveling with us. Please.
It would be just.
It'll give you strength.
It'll be rude just not to take it. A gift from.
Yeah.
Of course. I will humbly accept this offer.
Now, do you drink it for real, or do you try to pretend not to drink it?
Drink it for real.
All right, go ahead, drink it.
Chug.
Wait, how much of it do you drink?
Just maybe like 2 sips. That's it.
No.
Give it a
chug it,
big
bro,
chug,
chug it.
like
No,
a man.
As you're doing that, he kind of walks over like, no, like a man.
Let's have to get to that point.
You get like 2 big. You get 2 big gulps before you're able to push it away. So go ahead and roll fortitude saves.
Yeah, go ahead.
9 plus 9 plus 8. So 17.
Oh my gosh, you're nauseated, but you don't puke, so it's even
Oh.
worse.
Have some more.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
How do you feel?
Tastes delicious, doesn't it?
Oh, God, shut the fuck up.
Wow, are you not grateful?
No, I hate you.
Don't worry. You'll feel better in the morning. Tomorrow you'll feel like a new man.
Of course.
Of course.
Now I'm running a little bit low. If you both will excuse me, I'm gonna make a little more.
Please, don't worry, I'm gonna turn away.
And he starts getting milk from the goat, and then he.
As he's like
pees in
going
there.
down to get milk from the goat, I'm gonna take some water. I'm just
Peas in there again, mixes it up. Ooh, man, ooh, that smells horrible. But he takes a drink.
What did
For
you
free
say?
is everything.
10. This time he kind of pukes. Oh god, that was disgusting. Sometimes I get the mix right, sometimes I don't.
Maybe we could just find a way to just to get the
Alright, we're gonna pause on you guys drinking goat milk and pee.
goat. That's just him. You're welcome, my good man.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I was slaying Bo for a reason. You'll be
Alright,
my first target.
okay, so you guys, so like Pinecone's wondering what y'all are gonna be
this whole
doing
time?
next.
Me and Maverick and...
Maverick's there too.
No, he's with me.
Yeah, he's with you too.
Yeah, I'm just
Me,
curious as to what
Diddy, and
they're doing.
we're at Diddy.
He's at Diddy with Maverick, and we're at
And
Pinecone.
How are you
Oh,
gonna
that's
get
right.
to? Are you guys gonna meet us at the Elven Kingdom, or we're gonna teleport back to the Dwarven one?
Don't know yet.
Okay, we'll figure that out tomorrow.
There was no messaging going on yet, so I didn't know it was.
That's true.
So what do you all want to end up doing? What's the plan?
Are we still at the Dwarven Kingdom?
Right now, yeah, we haven't teleported.
Should we tell them the plan? Should we go find them, or should we just like head off? Because either way is fine. If we could just, because I could
You might wanna
teleport
take
up to
Lily
like
with
7
you.
people. I think.
I can't teleport with Lily.
Yeah.
His word of recall can only take 2. Him and one other.
No, I can take up to 7 people with my teleport creator. I
Oh,
think.
then yeah, I can take her.
Hold
we
on,
can take
hold on.
both.
Oh, you got Ike. You got your best friend there, Traven. So, okay. So, Nick, we're gonna teleport. I'm gonna use my spell, and we're gonna teleport back to the Garden of Glory, correct? And then after that, I'm only enough. And then after that, we're gonna
I'm gonna use my transport via plant to go to the
Elven Kingdom, and then I'm gonna use my. Damn it! My last teleport. We're gonna take it and bring us where back here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, onward and upward, my friend. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take up. Oh, I don't need to take up my hammer. I'm going to hold on to his shoulder, wave my hand, and I'm gonna teleport us back to the Garden of Glory.
Okay, is it still the same day, or did you wait until the next day?
No, it's the same
We're
day.
doing it the same day.
Okay, all right. You go to the Garden of Glory, and where do you teleport in there?
I'm gonna teleport like the middle of the city.
Okay, you get there,
Near.
and the people are like, oh, "It's Relic and Nick. Where have you been?"
You're all that survived.
We've been. Well, thank you for your warm welcomes. It's been crazy. We've been just seeing my people and all of you guys, and we've just been adventuring and trying not to die for so long. I forget what it's like to be around others who don't want to kill me all the time.
Nick pulls a knife on you.
I can't imagine the adventures that you two have undertaken. Well, we have to have a feast for your return.
We would love to, but we cannot. We don't have time. We save that. You guys have a feast in our name for yourselves. Because celebrate your lives and everything you've done around here while we were gone. You've been running yourselves. You've been doing amazing things. I have no idea what the fuck they've been doing. You guys have been great here. You should have a feast in your own name.
Well, while you were gone, we've completed a few prototypes of these flying devices that you all found. We were able to create 4 of them.
Amazing. And so you understand the process and you've memorized and reconfigured them so you know how they work and how to craft them, correct?
Just like you taught us, Master.
Is it possible in any way you could give me the blueprints or a copy of them I could take with me?
We knew you'd ask. They hand you the blueprints for They hand you the blueprints for creating your own flying balloon device.
All right, great. I'm gonna put in the haversack. Thank you, dearly. This is going to help us dramatically in this fight we have.
What are we up against?
We are up against terrible foes who are holding not only grudges but holding pains that we've caused them in the past. By accident, unintentionally. It's scary. I may tell you, I'm scared, but nothing will deter me from saving you guys and having you guys help me protect everyone. We have armies and other groups that are going to help us in this battle. So prepare yourselves for other allies that you will be amazed by their skills, as I was.
Well, let's talk about that. Can I try to sneak away and get to the clock tower?
Sure.
Grab girl?
Are you trying to sneak away?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then roll for...
I'm just gonna...
stealth.
Nick, I see. You have somewhere to go. Go, my friend. Go on.
He doesn't even care that you...
Yeah,
you
just
went.
go on. I
Just go then.
Yeah.
I go to the clock tower, see how their mine's done.
You go to where Dandelion is, and Dandelion is now extremely old. He is extremely old. Like his skin is like all over his bones. He doesn't have like barely any like body mass left to him. He's almost like a skeleton. With like a huge beard, and he looks like he has aged almost like 200 years. It's like, Nick?
Did it? Yes, it's me, Nick. Dandelion.
Oh. Did we win?
Not yet.
Oh. Nick, I don't know how much longer I can hold this. I can maybe give you all a couple more days. I'm afraid my life will then... My life will be over. Time
When he
will
stops the time
set its
spell,
course.
is everybody in the city just gonna age upward? No? Okay.
I'm working on abilities that haven't got over this time. You might be able to live even after you're supposed to die.
Nick, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have meddled with dark magic. in my time. I promise you, you'll only find pain there.
The magic I'm talking of is very dark magic, but it should work.
Nick, I warn you, please. Allow life to run its course. This is a sacrifice I have chosen. Do not let the dark magic taint the goodness in your heart.
It's little too late for that.
Very well. Just make sure you direct that magic to your enemies and not towards your friends.
I've been trying my best. I will continue to try my best.
I trust you. Now I have to get back to concentrating on this, otherwise I will not be able to stop the flow of time.
I understand. And thank you for all that you've done.
Go to my house. And there's, in my house, there is something for you. And there's also something for Relic.
I will head there now.
Alright.
I will leave the clock tower and go to his house.
Okay. Now we'll go back to Relic really quick.
At this point, yeah, go ahead.
Everybody's like really excited, and they kind of told your family that you're there, and everybody's trying to like surround you, and because they don't know what's going on. And it's been like it's been like about a week and a half or so since you guys have left. So everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Relic, what's going on?"
I'm gonna give you guys a little history lesson. We are currently back, roughly, this was a 10-year time jump between, roughly, like 11 years ago. We fought against a formidable foe, a dragon. He called himself Balzar. The dragon nearly killed me and my friends. I'm not saying this out loud with the dragon warriors, of course, but, he nearly killed us, and now his disciples and descendants over time, they've come to find out what happened, and they are currently attacking us now. They decided to fight you guys, our people, because they knew what hurt us the most, and we are building an army to stop them before they can do any sort of damage. So what I need each and every one of you to do, start training yourselves for a battle. We have armies. Besides you guys, we have an army for the city, but I want you to be able to protect yourselves. I cannot provide weapons for each of you, but I can provide a knowledge. And I can have my disciples teach you basic forms of magic to at least protect yourselves. But what I need to do now, I need to find my son.
I'm right here, Dad.
My son, Dredgen, I see you've gotten the sword I sent to you.
I was ready to use it, and I was ready to protect the lives of all the people here. I knew you'd come back, though.
He had a spell sword.
And he takes the sword and he hands it back to you.
I kind of want to leave it with him. I feel like it'd be better because I have the weapons already.
If you have what you need, what's its Yandel ability?
It can hold any level 6 spell from any class.
So why don't you load it up and hand it back to him?
Because you can only hold one spell a day. And
What's in it?
Word of recall. So,
Didn't you use that to send it?
yeah, but that was days ago. So it can hold any other.
Did it reload itself?
Yes. So I could have my daughter teach him how to hold the spells in there.
What's the highest level best spell you could give him?
Nah, I think we'll leave it with him. What's
the highest level best spell you could leave with him?
Well, I picked out a few spells, and the current best one, in my opinion, is Medium Dragon. You can turn himself into a Medium Dragon of any
give
choice.
him that instead of Word of Recall? Because he really hasn't been anywhere to recall to, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna take the sword from him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to speak to the sword,
Yeah.
and tell it,
Thundercats.
My old friend,
Relic, I've come to learn that you have slain the angel that wielded me.
That was your previous master.
Yes. He was vindictive and he was
Got all three of his
merciless.
weapons now.
Yeah.
When I was being used by him, I learned how to slaughter and kill mercilessly. But my time with you and your friends, I've learned sometimes it takes the strongest man to know when to not use the sword. Relic, you can trust me. I will keep your son safe. I will do everything in my power to make sure he grows up to be as good a man as you.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter about the ability. You only get to use it once. And it's it.
So it should be word of recall or dragon? Or
No, it's going to be...
if it was word of recall, it could go places that the sword's been, or it could only go places that the sun has been?
It can go places that the sword has been, if I'm not mistaken, because the sword knows the spell.
Is that the way it would work?
What?
Sword of recall is that since the sword holds it and the sword knows the places that I've been to, would it be able to go to where the sword has been or where my son has been?
The sword can go anywhere the sword has been.
Okay,
That's
so it could.
different. That might be more valuable.
Yeah,
than
so
you might want to tell him a location for a fallout for.
which would be where
Gloryborn Kingdom.
the elven, the ancient forest. That's what we called it. That was the ancient forest.
I would say the safest place for him to go would be the side of Wukong. Explain
Yeah.
who he is if something if all hell broke loose.
Okay.
Because if all hell broke loose and they're fighting with the dwarves, are fighting with us, they know where the dwarves are. They can eliminate them too.
Yeah, and the elves, they'd probably be confused why, he popped
They're
up.
not gonna like him.
Yeah, and Sun Wukong at least will know the sword, so the sword can speak to him. So,
Plus,
but
you're about to go there and you can tell him that it's the default fallout.
we're not headed over there. We're headed to the Elven Kingdom next, and then back to Dorman. Anyway, not anyway. Okay, so yes, so you've known your previous master like that, and you've grown to be more compassionate with me, which I can't even fathom how I've been able to teach you stuff when you've been like this. It's amazing. But I think you've had an amazing run. It's been 11 years, give or take, and we've come to know each other quite well. I think it's time for me to pass on this knowledge and this strength to another. How would you... I've asked you this before, but that was just my dying wish. Now I speak to you as a living man. Will you journey with my son and become his... Why does that keep happening? His companion.
I will journey and I will join him in all of his future adventures from now until the end of time. Until his final days and until one day he can pass me on to someone else who he deems worthy.
Thank you, Cordis.
Always, Relic.
Or it cost to use the fallout.
I'm gonna hand the sword back to my son. Dredgen, this blade has been by my side for 11 strong years. I've fought with it many battles. I've killed. I've spared. I've had it taken from me. I've not lost it, but I've dropped it. There was one time in the flying airships, I've dropped it, and if it weren't for Bane, I don't know if I'd ever see this sword again. But now, it's time for me to pass it on to you. You will take this sword and do as you will with it, but this sword is no mere artifact. It is more than that. It's like a companion or a person to be by your side. It's a sentient being, almost.
Like a friend.
Like a friend.
Yeah, he takes the sword and then the sword begins to glow and like this aura just kind of goes around his whole body.
He's like, yeah, of course it's cool.
I feel it. Father, with this sword, and everything you've taught me,
I shall slay you.
I will defend everyone.
I knew you would. Now, before I go, I have two important things about this sword you must know. If you speak its name, which he will tell you in due time, you gain power inside you that awakens. A black cloak covers your body, and you feel powerful, like your strength has been increased, and that all your companions and friends and party members that are around you strong and become stronger and more battle ready.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like a Zanbakuto.
Yes. It also has an amazing ability to be. You can point it at an object. You don't know what it is now. This ability can be used once a day. If you say analyze Dwemer, it will tell you all it knows about that item, whether it be magic or just normal. And that's helped me in many cases. And one final thing, there in this sword is a spell. This spell is titled Word of Recall. It allows you to travel to any place that this sword has been to before. It can only be used once. After that one use, it is gone. Use it very wisely, and I would most recommend you use it in a time of need and not think carefully about the next time you use it. And you can take how many people? It's like 5. I took everyone with me once. What was that, like 6 people? You can take up to 6 people with you at once.
Father, if it comes to that, I will consult the sword to find the safest location it's been.
Wonderful.
But hopefully it never comes to that.
I know I haven't been here very much, and I've been traveling for so long, but you're going to be a fine young man.
He just gives you a big hug. He says, it's okay. You're doing great things.
Wukong.
The kid will call him.
I gotta take care of my sister, and I gotta make sure this place stays safe.
So where you go, sister? Wait, how long have I been gone?
Yes. Sonora, I left
Wait
her
a
my
minute.
spell book, so if you must learn, or if you need to learn any spells, she may be able to teach you, but it will take lots and lots of practice.
I will not take any of that lightly. Maybe even Uncle Pinecone can show us something.
Oh yes, he has been working too, and Uncle Bane has a few tricks up his sleeves as well that he likes to teach everyone.
That's your chance to nutty.
I
And
can't
if-
wait.
Do it.
If you like to learn to cook, well, we've got somebody as well. He knows this dish named, I think, spaghetti is what he calls it.
Oh, you must be talking
Sounds
about.
amazing. I've never heard of that.
I know, it's very surprising.
It's a reason.
Spaghetti.
And then
Spaghetti.
Your-
Spaghetti.
tree hugger Uncle Nick, many animals he could teach you about. You may even get a companion such as this in a salamander.
Like, whoa, what an exotic creature. Those things, what is that? That is so cool.
This right here is a salamander. I've named him Salamander because I have a few tricks I want him to learn.
That is awesome.
But
Dad, you find like the coolest stuff. Man, I miss you very much, Father.
Oh, I miss you and the family. Every day, every moment I'm not here. One day I will be here and I will be able to stay here. And hopefully no more battles.
Let's fight this last one and hope for peace.
Yes.
I will do what I can, and if I can, I will stand by your side and fight side by side with you. I will do whatever it takes.
Never forget I'm always here with you. Even when I'm not here in this physical form, you'll always have me with that sword with you. Not only will he be guiding you, but he'll have a piece of me alongside as well.
This is true. It's true. So, we're gonna go back to Nick. Nick,
All
you
right.
go to
Dandelion's house.
yes, you go to Dandelion's house, and he doesn't have a lot of things there. He has like a bed, and he has like
It looks like
a little
Mitsuki's house.
desk, and he has
That's it.
yeah, he has a chest, like a chest that's about like this big.
I think to myself, wonder what happened to his family and everything that they had. But then just go to the chest, open it, see what's inside.
All right, you open the chest, and when you open it, in there there's only two items in there. There's a little bag and a little case. Little case. It's about this long, like this about this thick. Little box. So a little box and a little bag.
I take them both out,
Okay.
walk over to.
It's pixie dust.
Well,
Okay.
I put the bag inside my pocket and carry the box and go try to find Relic.
Okay. Doesn't take you long. You catch up with him while you're talking to your son, and now you guys meet up.
Speak of the man. Here's your tree hugger right here. Have you met my son?
I think I have a couple of times, but I'm not sure.
This is Dredgen. He's been working with the sword since I've had it sent to him.
He looks
Uncle
like a
Nick.
fun young man.
Man, I haven't seen you since I was like a little kid.
Like what you said.
This is my
Did
first
you
time
do
seeing
since
you.
I died?
Maybe it wasn't you.
No,
What did
I
you
was
say to
blind.
him? What did you say?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, how is it that you can see?
Your father gave me my sight.
Ah, man. My father's an amazing man.
Yes, he is.
Well, I gotta go back and make sure everybody at home is okay. But, Dad, if you need anything, let me know.
You got it.
I'll be ready to battle by the time those dragons get here.
And I'll be fighting alongside you. Hopefully.
Excellent. Okay. So he kind of goes back, goes home, and you guys are...
Now that he's gone, I have no idea what these items are, but Dandelion gave them to me. I pull up the bag and the box and hand them to you.
Well, did you try detecting specific magic on it? See what kind it is?
As soon as I picked them up, I came to you.
Yeah, okay. Well,
We both applied shock.
so did he set one for each of us, or did he set them out for us to use them both in combination for something?
He said one was for Relic and one was for you, Nick.
Well, I'm gonna analyze the box, see if there's any name, insignia, or anything on it.
There isn't an insignia on the box, but the box is made of, it's made of oak, and it was really, like, well crafted, like, by somebody who does, wood crafting, like a real, like,
Artisan.
yeah, an artisan carpenter, not just like a carpenter that does tables
Somebody
or
who
whatever.
could do masterwork stuff. That's...
And then I do the same for the bag. Anything?
The bag, on the other hand, is a little more ordinary. It's like, I don't know, made of like fur, and it has like a little rope around it. It's almost like this. It's almost like this. Well, it's like
Okay.
It's kind of like this bag, except it's a little bigger.
Okay.
It's a little bit bigger.
Well, you said Dandelion left these for you.
Yes, for us.
For us. Well, knowing him, he'd probably take into account our personality traits and what we've associated with. Knowing wood and mahogany, that's a nature aspect to it, and that he'd probably set it out and designed for you. Whereas a little bag like this, which seems to be made out of leather, similar to my book, or as any of my robes or clothing, is made out of the same material. So, I'd say I'm gonna hand him the box. I'd say maybe this belongs to you.
I took it. I'm gonna open the box.
You open the box, and in the box is a stick about like this long. And a note. The note says, "To the next greatest wizard of his time, every great wizard needs a wand."
After reading that, I close it. I said, well, I think you got it backwards, and I handed it back.
Ha!
I'm gonna run up and steal it, break it.
I'm gonna hand him the bag. Well, no, I want to open the bag first. Since you open the bag thing, I want to see what you got over here.
Okay, you open the bag. In the bag, you can't really tell because it's like completely dark inside the bag. So whatever's in there, you gotta pull it out to see what it is.
I'm gonna take it out.
It seems like the bag is like a mini bag of holding,
Oh,
like a small bag of holding. It can't hold as much as your handy haversack.
mm-hmm.
And you pull out what seems to be a thick deck of cards.
I'll put it back in the bag, hand it to him. I think, yep, definitely got a mix, my friend.
Yep.
And no doubt, you saw what that was, didn't you?
I was not paying attention.
Well, let's just say third time's a charm.
Terrible metal bag.
And I'm gonna hand him the little bag. Oh, I feel like that's nope. I'm just gonna hand him the bag and take the box.
You take the bag.
I took the bag. I opened the bag.
You open the bag and there's a deck of cards. And this deck is twice as big as the deck of many things you've seen the last 2 times. This is a larger deck.
You know, if Dandelion left these for us, then maybe it's not as evil. Maybe
And saying that I draw a card.
I say screw it. I'm gonna draw one as well, and I draw a card.
You both draw a card.
Yeah.
Welcome to the deck of chaos.
I'm gonna put the box inside of my handy haversack though. For now, I'm not gonna open it yet because I'm too scared of what might happen when I pick you in my card.
It's not chaos.
He pulls it, destroys all magical items on his person.
Oh God, I would lose it. I would lose. There you go.
That's one of the possibilities.
It is, and I would lose it. I would
They're
rip
like,
my
son, about that sword. Ha.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I still got my story come back stick.
I got you, bro.
Huh?
Accidentally
Oh.
pull a spear and fall down.
Okay.
And Tangle Spear fall on it and die.
I'm just gonna sit my hammer on the floor real quick, in case you know, just as a precaution.
You can strip himself from
I
everything.
just pick
Yeah.
it. Oh, you
Give me one.
I come around and you steal the hammer.
His was evil. That deck of many things was pure evil. Well, not pure evil. It was mostly evil.
Oh, it's just semi-evil?
It was a normal deck, which is even.
Semi-evil.
His was the pinecone was. His was more elevated to evil.
Normal.
Huh?
Alright, I need
Normal.
to see.
It's always normal because I thought his
It's
was more.
50-50.
Can we
No,
pause
no,
for
no.
a second?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay. The deck of many things has about 22 cards. This deck has 54 cards. This is the Harrowed deck of many things.
Interesting.
It is a souped up on steroids version of the deck of many things. Unlike the other deck where I took some cards out to, supplement for what the deck of many things
This
is.
one you add the jokers to.
This time you take nothing out. This deck you leave every single card in.
Well, shit.
So no matter what you draw, it will do something.
Okay.
And the deck of many things wasn't good or bad. It was split.
Yeah.
It's just your odds were never in your favor because the good wasn't as good as the bad could have been.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you though,
Gold and money and leveling is good, but
badass
straight to hell,
You
destroying
could-
all items.
you could get some real badass stuff with this. Something like positive in this will like change the rest of the game. You're basically like a mini god.
As a precaution, I'm gonna take my handy haversack, my hammer, and I'm gonna sit them on the floor. I'm not touching them, just as a precaution.
You drew first.
Yes. And I did nothing other than just draw a card.
Okay.
Destroy.
As soon as he said that it shouldn't be as bad, I just draw.
Death to the kingdoms.
Destroy all enemies.
He could call a meteor down, couldn't he?
Yes. Everything around me could just
Poof.
explode.
This deck right here exists.
Does that
to
include
spite
people?
God.
Everything.
Shit.
Or Yandala in this case.
7 of spades.
Didn't we deduce that the black cards were evil?
Alright, let's see.
Yeah.
Racist.
How can?
Black cards matter, bro. It's not cool.
Oh my God!
It's equal.
Not being racist or anything about or colorist or whatever you want to call
Don't
it.
put
or
your opinion in
artist.
here. Don't put your opinion
We
in
did
here.
say that the red ones were good and the black were bad whenever it came to the deck.
Oh, yeah, red's usually good, right?
Yes.
Damn, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm just pointing out what he said.
What's up, bro?
Ketchup is
I didn't
good.
say anything.
Ketchup is good
He
on all
said-
food.
7 of
I don't want ketchup on my Frosted Flakes.
Ew.
But you said you got Frosted Flakes.
You get Struglos.
Struggalos.
Poverty-os.
Poverty-os?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just
No, it's
It's just air.
it's Chef
Alright,
Poverty.
Okay.
Yes.
7 of spades. You drew the card called The Beating.
Alright.
It instantly raises up and it's itself.
Whenever you're alone, while in combat, the character is always considered to be flanked.
Holy shit!
Attackers gain a +2 flanking bonus on attacks made against the character and may sneak attack him at will.
Oh my.
Holy
Oh, I can hurt you a bunch.
This
Scarring.
has
I'm glad you're not
no
my enemy.
end.
So this is life.
This is permanent?
You are now always considered to be flanked.
This
Hey,
campaign.
be glad you're not my enemy.
Alright, it's my turn, I guess.
Okay.
Scared out of my mind? Check.
It
Wishing I
is-
didn't say that? Check. Is it on the recording? Check.
Yeah.
You said
Am I
that
fucked?
could always be sneak
Shit
attacks,
yourself.
right?
Always be sneak attack. Think of it as like you always feel like somebody is behind you watching you, and you never get over that feeling ever.
So
You know how like you feel like is somebody
Slender.
watching me, and you turn around, you have that feeling, and it never goes away
Nick,
ever.
I can do
That's
home
me
alone
now.
where my mom's screaming my name.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Slender.
same.
She listens to these.
Dude, that's
No, she knows I do. I
I know.
told her about it. I
Slenderman.
heard her yelling at me, go wash
Does
the
she
dishes.
really listen to these?
Slenderman.
I think she's actually been listening.
All
to
right.
them finally. Yeah, they were
That's probably.
bonding
Ha!
stuff.
Red
She
card.
does
8 of
every now and
hearts.
then.
8 of hearts.
We're always flanked twice.
Look, 7, 8. I'm not trying to get a 9 or 10.
I'll make you draw.
It's like the higher, like so if you
This
get like
campaign has
the
became
ace,
drawing the
Yes.
the ace of diamonds, and there's a red card.
Yeah, that's probably favored than
So
an
the
ace
higher-
of diamonds
I
split
just
to
want to
black.
make sure. The higher the number is.
Well, technically, an ace can be a 1 or it can be an 11.
Well, the numbers
so
don't
like
really matter.
say okay, I just thought
Numbers don't matter.
No, it's the.
You said
it's
8 of
mostly the-
diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 of hearts. 8 of hearts.
8 of hearts. Okay. Let me
Either
scroll
No,
down a
but
little
wait,
more.
that's the worst side.
You have 8 hearts.
Oh.
You've
I'm
you
not
guys haven't
supposed.
caught on to what it is.
No, they have 8 hearts, right? Or was it
Hearts and
3?
spades are
I think
combined.
it was. It's 3, yeah.
Hearts and spades are combined, so they're emotions.
Armed. Yeah.
And then clubs and diamonds are together.
Pardon?
For the bad cards, it's the hearts and the spades.
Don't
And
you?
the diamonds and clubs are together.
Don't.
Okay, 8 of hearts.
You get weapons and money, or you get.
You have drawn the empty throne. Alright.
I'm a king.
The
I still have
character
a kingdom
inherits a noble title
Really?
and 15,000 gold pieces soon after drawing this card. The GM decides the particulars of when and how this occurs. So immediately, what happens is that
Gold.
like 4 halflings come out and it's like, Relic, Sir Relic, and they kneel down. Sir Relic.
Rise. No, don't kneel for me. Why are you kneeling?
We have found out about your ancient royal heritage before the goblins came. We found out that you have come from a line of kings and queens.
Rise, William Thatcher.
Nick, do you know about this? You're the,
No,
you're the,
I don't.
you're the oldest of us all. Do you remember a king from 35 years
My
ago?
whole life was spent inside of a building saying, "Can I have 5 corns, please?" Okay, here's your key. Room 13.
Shit,
Oh,
you're
look.
right.
Oh, look, my
Okay,
shift's over. Let me go get drunk.
I
It talks about Sebring life right there.
pray tell, pray tell. Do you remember the name of this kingdom? Because
No, we don't have that information, but bring it. And
I
these
sure-
guys like are carrying like this big old chest.
Stop! No, no, no,
filled
no, no,
with
no, no.
gold.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was bringing a throne.
No, they're bringing this chest full of gold, and it
God.
has
I'm gonna bring a casket.
15,000 gold pieces in it, and they
Oh,
just
God.
like put it right before you.
Feed it to the dragon.
Relic, you are now the highest ranking official in Gloryborn.
Sit here.
Eat shit. I'm gonna wish this. Eat shit,
Guardian
Bane.
Lord.
We will all now forever call you Lord Relic.
No, please. Okay.
Lord
no,
Relic, Lord
God.
Relic, Lord Relic, Lord Relic, Lord Relic. They all now have dubbed you Lord Relic.
Ooh, I'm not calling it
Yeah, you're gonna be.
You're in my kingdom, bitch.
that.
I'm gonna
It's
call
gonna be
you
in my
broke ass.
kingdom, dude.
No, it's not. It's your sister's kingdom. You don't run shit.
It
You
is
give it
my
to
kingdom.
her, remember?
Oh,
It is
shit.
my
Shit.
kingdom.
Shit.
That's
Hey,
the look
hey,
of like,
hey.
oh shit.
Let me just tell
You're
you.
the prince in that
Let me
kingdom.
just tell
I'm
you,
the
it
king.
can be your kingdom. All it takes
He's
is
the
me and your
motherfucking-
slaying arrow. We got this.
He's the.
I'm the king, and you're just a prince.
The card is right in front.
Alright.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna
Slang
like,
bow.
slowly decompressing what the fuck just happened, and kind of feel a bit not happy I'm being called Lord now. But I'm not gonna try to stop him because then they're gonna be Lord, and they're gonna go even higher. So I'm just gonna start. Nick, can you help me put this money in the haversack, please?
Sure, I
If
draw
you're gonna
another
put there,
card.
you're gonna leave it with
You
your
draw
kid,
another
so you
card?
can buy
I'm gonna
it.
leave some. I'm taking half of it.
I'm gonna help you just like this. I draw a card.
I'm gonna cut off his hand.
Oh my God.
Well, he drew the card. You can
First.
cut his
No,
hand
no, no,
off after.
I'm gonna take half the money, leave the half to my children.
Oh, sweet.
So
So
I
like,
take
whoa, Dad, where the heck did you get all this
75.
money from?
Look,
Boss.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh shit! Ace of spades. Kidding.
10 of hearts. I think I was just looking
Is
at
Ace of
that
Spades
one.
like the worst one to get?
I don't know. I was just,
We don't know nothing about this deck.
we just know it's considered the death card in most decks.
I actually don't know a lot about it myself, but I figured since everybody loves the deck of many things, I wanted to
do?
go a step above.
It's my number one favorite thing.
All right,
Well,
I think
I've
I'll
never-
draw from it again then.
I've never
Well, no, no,
drawn
no. You know what? You
I've
want to
never
leave?
drawn
Do you want to leave our? No, I am gonna draw. Do you want to leave the kingdom first before we draw again in
Alright.
case
I already
anything?
have.
Check this
Right
out.
here. I've never
The
drawn
hidden
it.
truth.
It's like good,
This
yeah.
card
I wanna say
grants
it's
the
good.
character
I wanna say
one
it's good.
time
That's
ability to call upon
Hold on,
an
hold on.
omniscient spirit. That means a spirit that knows anything. To fully answer any
we
question
have
or
somebody that do
solve
that?
any
Yep.
single puzzle.
did. This is your second one?
Whether the information revealed can be effectively acted upon is another question entirely. The character may use this card effect whenever he wishes, but only once. So you've drawn something like this before.
Yeah.
You get whatever you get the
One time
answer
answered anything.
to
Yep.
any question or anything that you want to know.
I've used it once before.
So this is yeah.
Well, I think we should get out of the kingdom before we draw again.
You got the money to your children.
I left half of it for them, and I took the other, put it in the haversack.
Yeah, just sitting on the
So
ground
like
for them.
your son, like he came back after hearing all this Lord Relic stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, what's going on? Why are they calling you Lord? People are telling me that I'm like
You're
I'm a
prince.
duke now. You know, like
Son, I don't. Apparently, we come from a long heritage of kings and queens, and
whoa, Dad, where'd you get all that money?
son, where did we get all this money? No, I mean I say, son, they just brought it to me, and I leave half of it to you and the family.
Like, oh, okay. Well, he sees you, and you like he's seeing you like you have the deck. You have the deck in your hand still.
I'm gonna turn him around and
Yeah,
I'll
he's
just
like,
go home. Go home,
What
save
is
yourself.
Oh, this.
I hate you,
It's
Ryan, so
It-
much.
just don't worry about it. I put it in my pocket.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
You saved my family.
Don
Ruined your
Jones.
life.
Straight to hell.
Don John's your new daddy.
Alright, I'm gonna alright. Take this money and do with it wisely. Whether you want to build yourself some armor or gather some clothing for the family.
I'm gonna take half of it and donate it to the poor.
That's wonderful. That's amazing, son.
I learned that from Bane.
You did.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I will see you on the morrow, or whatever that old saying. That
All
is
right,
it.
Lord.
Tomorrow.
And then I'm gonna take. Where are we going? The Elven Kingdom?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna teleport to the Elven Kingdom.
Are we using your teleportation?
Now, is
or
it
my
still the same
transport?
day? You guys have
And then-
like.
no, I haven't been trying to make it another day.
Okay.
Because
We're trying to keep it
teleportation
the
only
same
takes a
day so
few
we can
minutes.
all-
Yeah, you're right. It does. I just wasn't sure
so
if you guys.
what
spent
do
the night
you
there.
want to go by your plan, or
If
you
we
want?
do it on my plants, we make sure we don't have a risk of there not being any plants in the Dwarven Kingdom that match
Okay.
Elven.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take his plant instead to teleport there.
Okay, so you guys teleport over there. Bane, what are you up to, bud?
Sitting there chilling with Maverick, just keeping an eye on Diddy, and trying to keep Kitty Cat calm.
One of the dwarves comes up to you and say, Bane, may I have a word?
Yes, go anytime. What's up?
We have been we've been looking at this book that we received from you, from your friend the alchemist. In it, he has plans for a lot of technological advances we have not seen, and he needed our materials to make these things happen. It's as if just bringing him here, he'll be able to live on at least his memory and his ideas.
That's the idea. You little freak.
Well, the reason I bring it up is there's plans for. Oh, let me show you. It's kind of hard to describe. So they show you this picture, and it looks like there's a picture of like body parts on there, and there's like notes for type of metals and things, and there's
So much of each one, yep.
there's plans here to create artificial limbs for.
Yeah. If you could just get the exact measurements of all that and just bring it together in a room for me.
Well-
I'm curious of the aspects of it.
Right away. We'll do what we can, and I assume you want something in the specs for your friend.
Yeah. Just you know what? Put the stuff in there and leave the book for me to review. I'll be through there shortly after I talk to a friend or two.
Yes, we understand.
By the way, remember when you were pricked?
Yeah,
Remember your blood?
yeah,
Remember when I wiped your hand?
yeah. Okay. Foreshadowing.
Context clues.
Okay.
My man.
All right.
So I'm just gonna go over and just double check on Diddy, see how he's doing, and
He's conscious now. He's sore. Not feeling too hot, but he just looks over. He just looks at you.
I'm looking at him and I'm looking at his arm and I'm like, if I can get a way to get you that back, would you be happy?
Yes.
Alright.
You can talk. You got a device that lets him talk. It's like
The
toddler.
ring allows him to.
Yeah, it's like a toddler, but he
See,
can
that threw
talk.
me off a lot.
Yeah.
The other day I heard a monkey say "yeah" to me.
Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, little man. I got you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I gotta go check on some stuff. Alright, Maverick? Huh? Hey, keep the cat and the kid safe. Alright. Somebody comes in, you don't like them? Do what you do, bro.
Is Pinecone with you guys?
Pinecone's like 4 rooms over.
Okay, so he's near you guys.
We
Okay.
just sort of left him in the room after bringing him
I'm
back.
heading
I
to-
thought we sent him with them.
I'm heading to a room with materials,
Okay.
and I'm going to pull out the dab of blood and start reading the book to try to figure out exactly what I have to do or what has to be done by somebody else to create this.
You see that it requires an energy source, an artificial energy source, and it needs to be like surgically connected to the user. That way that they can control it with their ligaments and joints, so it acts as almost a natural limb, whether it be an arm or a leg.
So, if I had the orb, stored energy inside of it. This could work. Start looking over the plans and try to create the components properly.
Okay. All right. You get to work on that. Do you have any assistants?
Uh,
You do it by yourself?
even though I could have a bunch, I'm just gonna have one of them come in with me.
Okay, one of the dwarves, he's like a pretty good blacksmith builder guy.
Well, I'm not the best engineer, but I am pretty skilled at crafting jewelry and everything else. So I'm gonna make some intricate parts. I'm gonna need you to make it exactly as my spec, out of the types that I make it.
Of course, anything for the hero of our people.
Thank you. I'm gonna start getting the tungsten and uru and the different types of metal. Have him cutting, and then I'm gonna start carving and begin making mechanized pieces to create a small arm.
All right, you guys get to work on that, and he's gonna help you. So we're gonna do some craft rolls to see how that goes. And you're gonna get like a +10 with this guy's help.
Well,
So
it's a 10 plus 10.
right. No, let me tell you what you need. All right. We're gonna work on all the joints. So we need to make sure the fingers are properly. So that can be. We're gonna need at least a 10 for the fingers. The wrist, since it's more of a ball joint, we need a 15. Elbow. Elbow's it's just like an 8. It's not the most complicated joint. The shoulder is the most intricate thing. You're gonna need a 25 on the craft for the shoulder. And the inner workings themselves, to make it all come together, will be a 20. Alright.
On the first and on the number 8 roll, can I just go ahead and take a 10? Because my craft alone just... And then the 10 for the other guy puts it to a 20.
You can take a 10.
And then it just automatically crafts it to where the qualities.
So this one?
Yep.
Okay, you make it there.
Option if you have something you can take a 10 on if you...
So the fingers are good.
Then we're going to roll for the 15. I got an 18 on it, plus 10 for the craft.
Okay, that's a wrist.
And then I need a 25, so basically a 5. 13.
That's the shoulder.
Nat 20. On the most important part.
All right, everything is all together.
Mexting and vexing.
So you were you did a wonderful job on this thing, even though it's the first time you ever crafted something like this.
Put my heart into the rolls, man.
And this guy, and the dwarf, he was like helping you like craft everything and mold it to the perfect shape. Since you got a nat 20 on putting it all together, it works flawlessly. As a matter of fact, normal wear and care is it would need to be oiled.
Self-lubricating system.
But since you got a nat 20 on it, it won't need to be oiled for about a month.
Nice.
Normally it would be like at least like
A week.
a week,
Yeah.
you would need to do that, but you really got you crafted everything to the perfect size and shape, It's masterwork item.
You know what I should call this? It's like armor, so it's like mail. We made it pretty quick, so it's auto. We should call this auto mail.
All right, that works. Auto mail. The dwarf, he's amazed. He's like, Bane, this is magnificent. I can't believe you were able to take Alistair's plans and make them into this amazing creation. We could change people's lives with this.
You're right, we could. I'm gonna grab my sword and stab and kill. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That would have been great.
That would not be good, but okay.
It'd been like funny as shit. Yeah. You can begin production on stuff like this and do it at a 2/3 larger scale. Take your time. Anybody who needs it, working to the same thing, start drawing out specs for leg amputees and stuff like that off of what was designed. Because by then the mechanisms are understood. So it's just like jewelry. It's just like a clock to him.
And he just shakes your hands and Bane, you are brilliant. Thank you.
I'm going to continue looking through this book. There's a couple of the things that I wanted to look up. And I'm going to start flipping through the pages to the mutations page.
Okay. As you do that, we'll get back to that because you'll probably find some cool stuff there. You guys are traveling with Core. And it's nightfall. It is like, it is about nighttime. And when you get to a certain point to stop, Core just was like, hold on. There's something upwind. It smells really bad.
How bad?
It's Bane.
I don't know. I don't know.
It smells like urine and goat.
Hey, alright. Damn smart ass. No. It smells like bodies.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Yes.
Well, if you smell bodies, then there might be.
Is there a
Bodies.
village?
Really?
These are your lands. Are there any villages nearby that you know of?
No, there's no villages near here at all. That's the oddest part. We're still probably another
Are there any animal
another
layers?
6 hours away from your town or from your kingdom.
Maybe some animal layers. Where they could just...
Do we
No.
smell it too, or is it just him?
Yeah, you give him a perception and we'll take a whiff. You're gonna have to outsmell his odor.
19. 24. Ooh.
Stat 20.
Okay, it doesn't smell like this guy. You smell this guy, this smells worse than this guy. It's like it's a completely different odor to it.
Is it a familiar smell for me?
It's not 100% familiar because you haven't been around it too much. It's more familiar to you than it is for you because you've kind of smelled this thing. You smelled this kind of thing before when you were in the dungeon. Sometimes they would throw dead bodies down there.
It does smell like dead bodies. I recognize that smell.
It's a smell. You can probably ask Creed. It's a smell like
You will not forget.
You don't ever forget that. So yeah, you don't forget it.
Which direction is it coming from?
It's coming from the north, but well, it's not really the north. It's the northwest. More west than north, really, but it's odd. There shouldn't be any people around these parts. I took a specific path where there shouldn't be anyone here.
I don't think it'd be a very wise decision to show light either.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're the only ones in these woods.
Follow me. Stay close.
I'm gonna pull out my
I'm prepping my slang arrow. Or the slang bow.
You guys walk a little bit further cautiously, right?
Yeah.
You have your weapons ready?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Alright, you hear like this rustling, like in the bushes. It's like, alright, hold. There's something in there. Oh god, that smells horrible. I've smelled the carcasses of many animals, but this, I never get used to the smell of actual people. Ugh. But there's something in there.
Is there like a rock or something nearby that we could throw at it?
Yeah, there's like rocks and stuff nearby. It's like,
Alright, so.
yeah, dude, ready your bow. Ready your bow and aim for that spot.
Yes, sir.
Stalin, you climb one of the trees and get up high. Get a vantage point.
Alright, I'm gonna climb.
He's like, wait, instead of climbing here, use this. And he hands you this, it looks like a pistol, and it's the same thing he used to grapple the paper from earlier. Just, all you have to do is shoot it at something that you want to climb onto, and it will clutch, and you pull the trigger again, and it will send you right to that place.
Seems pretty simple. I'm gonna go.
Alright, so give me acrobatics.
That's a 27.
Alright, and then give me a strength check to make sure you hold on.
It's 16.
Okay, so you hold on and it takes you right up there, and it's pretty silent too, and that's the best part about it. And you're up there like on a tree, you have your bow ready, and he's coming over from like the left side, and he's gonna try to like scare it out. Get out of there! And there's there's a person that crawls out of there on like their hands and knees, and they just collapse on the ground. Please don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Who are you?
He looks up and he's like, Your Highness.
Alvin?
He's Elvin.
I walk up to him. What are you doing here?
Your Highness. It's we're gonna go to you guys really quick.
Okay.
You guys teleported where?
Elven Kingdom.
Elven Kingdom.
You make it to the Elven Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The Elven Kingdom is completely on fire. It is in ruins.
Nick, start creating water.
I transform into a huge water elemental.
There,
Take off towards the.
there are dead elves like all over the streets.
Whatever water is on the floor from him moving around, we'll start controlling it and putting out the fire.
Okay, start putting out the fire.
Directly towards
People are
on my way.
screaming. The people who are alive, they're trying to treat those who are gravely wounded. But there are a lot of dead people here. We'll go back to you.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Who is it?
Your Highness, it's begun.
What has begun? Look at me. What has begun?
They began the attack.
Who? The Dragonborn?
Your sister.
What of my sister?
She.
Look at me. Hey.
They captured her. And he dies. Kor's
Kor,
like, what the hell is this?
we need to go now.
I'm gonna look
Elven
around and see
Kingdom.
if there's any like people or anything else nearby.
You get a closer look, and you just see all of these like dead bodies of elves who have all. It seems like they all tried to escape there and have all pretty much died there.
Follow
I'm
the
gonna cast
trail.
my,
Follow the trail of dead bodies.
Damn right I am.
Maybe it'll get you to the city close
I'm gonna cast
faster.
my last message
Kor.
for the day and
Kor,
Connect
we
us
need to
all.
go
there's a
now.
lot of dead bodies.
We need to
Can
go.
we hear? Is he
Alright.
close enough to the city for us to hear him? Not yet.
No, we're still
How far
six.
can your message?
I think you go up to like
You said 600 feet, right?
100 feet per my level.
So would that be 1,400 feet?
And
So
less.
that's
not-
almost a mile. That's
Yeah.
not enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at the original coming out was 2 miles, and then how far over?
It was 2 miles, 2,000 feet to the south. So they walked 2
And
miles
go
out of the
over.
city, 2,000 feet to the south. So if you guys been walking since what, the afternoon, that would have been 2,000 feet. So you probably, I mean, I'm just gauging it. This is entirely based off you. I'd say they actually would have made it closer to the city. No, that's from the Dwarven Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
So the Elven Kingdom, they'll still be pretty far away.
It was like a 3-day walk, wasn't it originally?
It was a 2-day journey. It was a 1 full day journey if they didn't go through the night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one solid, I pull you like Bane.
My people,
Coattails.
we need to go.
Technically, at this point,
Understand.
you're probably striding.
Let's go there and make haste.
Alright,
Quickly.
I'll like get off the tree and start. Maybe I'll use the grappling hook to get down. To that
He could
point.
probably swing with the grappling hook, couldn't he?
With some practice, probably.
Yeah.
If you had two of them, it'd be.
Not
Don't
now.
risk it. Don't risk it now.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
No,
don't risk it now.
What's his name? Corey's like, all right, come on, Isabel, we have to go. And Isabel like
I just
starts galloping.
I just start running. Just following the trail of dead
All
bodies.
right. You-
I'll be following him right behind him.
Okay. You guys get there. You see everything is in ruins. They began the attack.
Who began the attack? Was it the Dragonborn?
Yes. And they have the princess, the queen. Sorry, they have the queen.
They got
We're there at that point, aren't we? We're there at that point at the kingdom.
Nah, not yet.
No, you guys got
Okay.
one more
It's gonna
time.
take you a little bit longer. You're getting there, but you haven't got there yet.
Damn it, I wish I could
I'm still
contact
using
you
water
somehow.
elemental going towards the castle because I don't know that I have the queen.
The only way I can
Yeah.
do this is
I'm
by
just gonna
teleporting
find
to
my
you,
wife.
but then I can't come back to
Okay.
him. So, I noticed that me controlling the water isn't doing as much. I'll turn into a water elemental, start putting out fire like that as well.
Okay. All right, you guys
I turned
take some time and you start putting out the fires. Unfortunately, Bane and Maverick have no idea that this is going on.
Yeah.
I'm totally doing something else in about an hour. On there.
I can't even get to him either, because I only have teleport once today. One more time today. That's
So
it.
where's Maverick right now? Is he with you?
Maverick is keeping an eye on Diddy and Kitty. And Bane is thinking about that other stuff and is thinking about vows and different things, and then also
Yeah, I remember.
that
you
great
told me about that.
sacrifice.
You told me about it.
Yeah,
Told me about that. Okay. Now, Bane, what are you doing right now?
I'm working on something that takes exactly 1 hour and uses all my key points for the day.
Okay. You hear a voice, like, Bane. Oh, Bane.
Hello?
It's begun, Bane.
At that point, I'm trying to listen really good to see who it is, and I'm trying to make out who it is. It's kind of a mumble to kind of mix. It sounds almost like a mix between Dandelion and Train Noir. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of like maybe that's who it is. I don't know.
Bane, it's begun.
What's begun?
Our attack has begun. You have until tomorrow afternoon to surrender.
Oh shit! I know I knew this grumbly voice. Hello, Kingy.
You have done well gathering all of these people, but it's time. Apparently none of you want to surrender. And that's fine. I will have much more fun
I was
slaughtering
the only
all
one
of
that
you.
did the things wrong. Aren't I enough?
Fine. You'll be the first. And then everyone else will die.
No, it's not gonna work that way, bud.
And we'll see you on the battlefield. And don't worry about trying to make it to the humans. We already have them busy. We have enough blood where we can fight on 2 fronts. We will make sure that you do not unify with the humans. Because you'll be too worried about your own people.
Yeah, it's alright. I shall see you on the battlefield then, glorious one. If I'm to be first, then I shall gladly meet you there.
Praise be
This is
Balzar.
the guy who died in the same
Praise
explosion as
be
him, dead of many things. But then
Yandala,
his body took over a demon.
and
so
I'm
now
sorry
he's
I
gonna
killed
take care of us.
your god Balzar.
Alright, you just disappeared.
You know which thing that he was working on at this point? It was
Slayer
the,
of the faces on here.
and I will never have a quivering palm again, or, but it'll,
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
it's gonna suck,
It's the
but
ultimate
Yep.
monk thing.
What are you doing? Never mind, it's probably killed him.
Alright.
cool part is I get my key points back the next day, but
The question is,
What is that?
where is my wife?
You said that.
The wife is in the Dragonborn caverns. The dragon, the voice immediately speaks to you. Your wife is being held in the Dragonborn caverns, northwest of the Elvish kingdom. You must travel through the barren, frozen tundra. You survive that, and you will make it to the to the Dragonborn. There you'll be able to save your wife and rescue her.
Northwest of the Other Kingdom, right?
Yes.
Okay.
and when I take the vow, it replaces those 2 abilities, so those are gone.
Yeah.
But I use
We're
at
going
least
there.
8 key points, and I can do this
Feel like whooping some
once a
asses.
day, or how many key points I got.
Okay.
Thank you, Spirit.
We could just take it to
Alright.
the base.
Okay, so you guys get to the Elvish place, like a whole day's gone by. You guys got no sleep because you just booked it there, and you guys haven't really slept because you've been putting out fires and trying to help these poor people who have suffered.
I'm gonna do my vow of protection. When that's done, I'm gonna rest.
As a huge element of that, I just stopped myself, put out a lot of them.
Yeah, you guys have put all the fires
Wait,
out by now.
So a day's gone by, I have my spells back? Or do I have to
We
rest
haven't
for that?
rested
You haven't rest. You haven't had time to rest.
Skyrim,
We
send a
stayed up
message
all
out.
night putting up
Yeah.
fires.
Send a message out.
Send a message.
Sure, you guys are all there. You guys are there. Yeah.
Oh, we see each other and stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Because you see these guys, these big water elementals putting out fires and shit.
Nick! Nick! Really?
You're not gonna understand me. I'm gonna be speaking up.
So
You can understand. They're yelling at us right
I'm
now.
gonna go and see like
If they
those
use
remaining
message- did you-
survivors and try
did
He's
you
to
using
use
message.
message?
He's using message.
Guys, this is bad.
What the hell's going on here?
We don't
around
know.
trying to provide first aid to the
The
people.
Dragonborn just started an attack, and we just got here. Well, no, we were here last night.
Where's my sister?
She was kidnapped. She
She's
was.
northwest of this kingdom.
Is she-
Northwest?
Yes.
That's all I need to hear.
Wait, don't go. We
It's
need
way
to save
too
these
far.
people. We need to help these people first before you go. I understand. We need to get the sister back. We will. But what will we bring her back to if we don't help them first?
You got
Fine. Can I roll perception to see who the people are in the buildings? How many people are in the buildings?
Yeah.
Remember the spas?
Guys, we should.
They just drowned it.
What?
No, we're trying to
Oh.
put the fires on, not take the people. Oh, Draven.
You can control the water.
Skalrin.
Alright.
Ealdrin, start taking the people to the healing waters.
Got it.
I'm collecting weapons to arm the people.
I'll lead him to the healing
Okay.
waters.
Ealdrin, start taking them to the
I don't
waters.
think
Me-
the Dragonborn's still
Since
there,
all
but
the
you might want to
fires
get
out,
people in the healing
going
waters
back
really
to
quick.
So 19.
Yeah, get them to the water so they can heal up and use the weapons.
All right, let's go.
25 perception through.
There's a shit ton of people everywhere.
All right, I'm
and,
gonna go.
We're going to stop right